It's time. It's wild card time here to make our selections for Pittsburgh Steelers, Baltimore Ravens, first round of the playoffs, a game. And I'll be very honest with you, Nick. I have not made a decision on who I'm picking. I'm not. I have not. Because I've thought about it all day and my mind's torn. Because all week long, we're talking as if this game isn't even happening. It's wild to me how little we have focused on the fact that the Pittsburgh Steelers play a playoff game to begin their dance, to begin their journey. We're looking at it essentially. I got people, and it's not me. It's the city of Pittsburgh. It's everybody. It's a ton of the fan base. I have people calling, texting. I'm having conversations with people where it's just, yeah, man, what are they going to do in the offseason? Yeah, what are they going to do about Russ after the year? What is Justin coming back? They play a football game in 28 hours. Like they have a shot to keep this thing going and to stay alive. And I had to turn my attention to it to just say, what's going to happen? And all day I'm trying to make the decision. And I think usually I give myself a full week. I usually have a decision by like Thursday. What's going on? I think I gave myself 5 hours this time around, and I don't know how I'm feeling. So with that said, I want to hear the spread. I want to hear the over under, and I'll make my call there.
Yeah, if you head on over to our friends at DraftKings, the Pittsburgh Steelers heavy, and I think that is a understatement of the year, heavy underdogs in this one. 8.5 points in favor of the Baltimore Ravens, says DraftKings Sportsbook. The over under sits at 43.5. So with that said, Noah, what are you thinking?
That's a tough one. I'll say this to start the conversation, to start the flow, to where this journey ends with me making a pick. Okay, I'll start it with this. There is no chance, and you can put this on freezing cold takes if it happens, but I'm pretty positive it's not gonna. There is no chance the Pittsburgh Steelers lose this football game by 8.5 points. There's no chance. This is not the Kansas City Chiefs. This is not a bad Steelers team. This is not you lose 5 games, the Cleveland Browns come to town, they're clearly out. You stink at this point. This is not any of that. This is a Pittsburgh Steelers team that just came a 2-minute drive away from losing from beating the Cincinnati Bengals. This is a Pittsburgh Steelers team that has a defense that can keep an offense, a good offense, under 20 points. So maybe the 43.5 is the right number, but the 8.5 certainly is not. And I understand what Vegas is saying. I get it. I 100% understand what the sports book is saying in saying that the Ravens are heavy favorites over the Pittsburgh Steelers. But I don't feel the same way. I'm going to do it, Nick. I'm going to do it. There's something in my gut right now, and I've had some really strong gut feelings in the past like 2-3 weeks of like, you're doing the right thing, you're making the wrong call, you're doing this, you're doing that. I'm going to do it. I'm going Baltimore Ravens 21. Pittsburgh Steelers 24 in this one at M&T Bank Stadium. I think Justin Tucker can't pull it off for Baltimore, and I think the Pittsburgh Steelers do just enough to put this one away. Now, you could get to 24 a number of ways in the NFL, and I think that they're going to do it. I wasn't predicting that. I wasn't feeling good about that one. To be honest, I think all week long I was on the same boat as everybody else. This season's over. You move on to the next one. But there's something in the gut right now as I was talking, saying, I don't know, man. I don't know. Lamar wants to win a Super Bowl. The Steelers just want to win a damn playoff game. And I think right now, Lamar's not playing in the Super Bowl. Lamar's just playing a playoff game. And the Steelers, they're focused on that playoff game. They want that playoff game. I'm going to go Steelers 24, Ravens 21. And I think that might be the ballsiest pick I've made all season. Hey, football fans, there's only a few short weeks left in the season, and we've got some exciting wildcard games to look forward to. Get in on the action right now with my partners at DraftKings Sportsbook. They're offering all new customers $200 in bonus bets instantly after betting just $5. Don't let this slip away. Download the DraftKings app now and sign up using our code ALLSteelers. The crown is yours. Stay in the action and use your $200 in bonus bets on DraftKings same-game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Combine multiple bets together from the same game. Love the thrill of betting? DraftKings has got you covered. Bet live on in-progress games right as they happen, making watching the game that much more exciting. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy and have the shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use my promo code ALLSteelers and bet just $5 on any wager and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. That's promo code ALLSteelers only at DraftKings Sportsbook.
Yeah. I mean, at the start of this week, I had very little hope that the Pittsburgh Steelers were going to be able to pull this off. But as the week goes on, and as you hear from the guys, and as you think a little bit more about, what went wrong the last time the Steelers took on the Baltimore Ravens, well, they lost Joey Porter. They didn't have Deshaun Elliott. Those are two massive losses. They also didn't have George Pickens on the offensive side of the ball. And even if he doesn't do anything, even if he looks like he did against Cincinnati, he's going to get a lot of attention, and it should open up holes for other players, as you mentioned earlier on the show. If the Steelers are going to be in this game, they need to have the lead at some point in the third quarter. If they have the lead at some point in the third quarter, John Harbaugh is not going to know what to do, because he's going to stop going to Derrick Henry. He's done it in the past. He stops going to the bread and butter whenever he's trailing the Pittsburgh Steelers. It gets him all out of character. So if the Steelers can keep it close, because like I said, I don't expect the offense to get off to a hot start, but if the defense can start off hot and they can keep it close in the first, take the lead early in the third quarter, I think the Pittsburgh Steelers have a shot. And we have a friend of the show that has been saying all week, 24-20 in favor of the black and gold. Well, friend of the show, Mark Caboli, I'm telling you on that one, 24-20 in favor of the Steelers.
I did not expect, shout out Mark Caboli, I did not expect us to come into this episode today. I think if you gave me odds, they'd be very low that we came into this episode today sweeping the Ravens on this, going both Steelers. You've picked against the Steelers in a number of times. I've even picked against the Steelers this season. I think I'm a little bit stunned right now that we have both picked the Pittsburgh. And after I did it, I really didn't expect. I thought you were going to call me just like, dude, what are you even doing? You're talking out your ass right now. This is not going to happen. But I love it. I love it. 24-20. Where'd you see Caboli say that?
He tweeted that, I think, on Tuesday, and I just filed it away and thought about it for 3 days. And now kept it for this moment.
Beautiful. Beautiful. 24-20, Nick. 24-21, Noah. I feel that's pretty damn good. We're tied, I'm pretty sure.
I think I'm up a half a game if you include the full slates that we picked.
All right. So if this one, we're going to have to go into next week. They're going to have to win so that we could go into next week. And at that point, there's no chance. I would give it no chance you picked the Steelers over Kansas City. So I would just have to on a flyer just to say, I'd have to let you go first. Just so I could pick the opposite of you and see who comes out on top.